Today, let's talk about creating art out of coral skeleton. All right, guys, today we're going to talk about how I'm converting my dead coral over into an art piece that I can use in my shelf. All right, so before we get started, I have some gloves here that I'm going to put on just to be sure. Of course, safety is first. And then in order to cut my coral, I am going to use a standard bone cutter right here, and this is going to help me out in cutting the coral. Okay, so if you haven't seen the video where I pull this piece out, I will link it above so that you can see. Basically, this piece was larger. It's probably like 2 times this of what I'm showing you right here. But what happened was I didn't think about saving it and creating art out of this dead coral. So when I pulled it out, I smashed it into my 5-gallon bucket and it broke apart. And then I threw it in the dumpster. And then after the fact, I decided, hey, I spent so much money, time, and effort into growing this piece. I might as well convert this into a piece of coral art. So I went back to the dumpster and pulled it out of my trash can. And then I went through the process of bleaching this. So I had to pour some bleach on this to get all the dead tissue and all the coralline algae and also all of the just regular algae off of this piece here to get it as white as possible. And unfortunately, it doesn't look as nice as I want it to look. If you look closely, you can still see some vermeted snail dead shells in here. So it's unfortunately, I can't get them all out. So they're just gonna have to stay on this piece right here. But the goal is that I want to cut the bottom down here and level it out so that way it can sit standing up just like this. So that's the goal of this here. I don't want to throw this piece away. I want to keep it. I want to showcase it on my bookshelf. Again, this is years of progress, about 3 to 4 years, and I just want to save it. Okay, so we're going to start from the base here, and I want it to sit up like this. So I'm going to try to cut the bottom here, and I'm just going to try to cut this here and level it out a bit. Not destroying it, but try to cut as much as I can off the base here. So it is very hard to cut this without breaking other pieces. So I'm going to try my best to figure out what I need to cut in order to stabilize this piece. Okay, actually, that looks pretty good. I might just keep it like that. Doesn't look too bad like this. It's got a good balance to it. It's gonna sit like this on my shelf. Looks very nice. I might trim down the back piece here a little bit. Okay. Actually, this is easier than I thought. Didn't take too much effort. Looks really nice and solid. So it is front heavy. So I'm trying to figure out if I need to lean it back a little to make sure it's more stable. I think I need to cut this. Okay, it's a little bit better. I think I might go with this. So I didn't do a lot of trimming, but I trimmed enough to get it to sit and balance. So it's probably going to be something like that right there. And now it's time for me to try to find a spot on my shelf for this guy. All right, so I decided to put the coral right here in the center. There's a spot made just for this piece right here. So I cleared out some stuff and it looks really nice. So this would be a good reminder that it took me 4 years to grow this coral, and that if I wanted to, I can probably grow this coral again. So I have it right here, right in the middle. It's going to be good for conversation starter, and a reminder. So that will be it. All right, guys, that is it for this video. Thank you for stopping by and watching to the very end. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop it down in the comment section below. And again, guys, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.